and ready to get this thing going. Fins up.
Let's get to today's starting lineup.
Mark Hochman, University of Miami. Pico de Gallo is overrated.
Shannon Crowder, University of Florida. I have CTE.
Alejandro Solana, waitlisted at UCF. I watch a lot of Sports Center.
Jimmy Garcia, St. Thomas University. I love lamb.
Football Friday begins now. Let's ball, brother.
Let's ball, brother. I forgot we had that big open.
I love that open.
I feel like it needs to be refreshed a little bit with Jimmy the Bedbug because
Every week, Hawk, every week.
I mean, well, that's from last year though.
We punted on that at around week 4 of last week. But I want to make it a Football Friday tradition.
All right.
I want to make it a Football Friday tradition.
So like we introduce ourselves in a different way each time.
Every week, and we'll change out. You know, we got a little Sully, Halfley, and Malik Willis. I'm expecting by week 2, maybe a little Tutu Atwell highlight here or there. I mean, we'll get weird. We'll get weird with it.
Hey, by week 2, you might be expecting a Jonnu Smith highlight.
Smith, yeah.
You see what I just texted you guys? According to Josh Moser at WSVN, Jonnu Smith is interested in a return to the Miami Dolphins.
I would love that.
That was his best season ever, right?
Yeah, Jonnu can play. He's a big ass slot receiver, but he can play.
Best Dolphins tight end since Randy McMichael.
Well,
that's a
based
long
on
time.
One season? Did he play more than one season?
Yeah, he was here for a couple years.
Was he?
Two maybe.
Mm.
Jonnu played catch with Lil Chan at Michael Vick's house. I'm just name dropping now, but I like Jonnu.
He had the best season a tight end has had. Well, Darren Waller had, I mean, for the games that he played last season.
Oh, Darren Waller played 3 games.
But the games that he played were pretty damn good, no?
One season, by the way, because remember, Miami trades him to Pittsburgh.
Right.
Along with Minkah Fitzpatrick and all that. So it was one season.
He
Pro
can't
Bowler.
be the best. He cannot be the best tight end since Randy McMichael.
Pro Bowl. He went to the Pro Bowl.
Season. One
Pro Bowler.
season? You're telling me we haven't had a better tight end since Randy McMichael than Jonnu Smith for the
We
one
haven't
season?
had a Pro Bowl tight end since Randy McMichael.
Are you sure?
No, I'm 100% sure. Who?
I don't know. I got to go back and look at the tight ends.
Mike Gesicki?
When's the last time Randy McMichael suited up for the Dolphins?
2006.
Randy McMichael's 360 pounds right now. It's been a long time.
You're telling me we haven't had a Pro Bowl tight end in 20 years?
Unless Anthony Fasano snuck in a Pro Bowl season the Wildcat year. Hawk, I don't think so. Charles Clay, like Mike Gesicki had promise until Mike McDaniel came here and very clearly just hated him.
We have not had a great tight end room for a long time.
This is not how I expected to start the show, but in all honesty, Mike Gesicki, if you were ranking Dolphins tight ends for the last 20 years,
post-Mac,
I think Gesicki has to be number 1
No.
for longevity. At least he did the Giddy, the what is it called?
The Giddy. Yeah,
What is it
he's
called?
a big Bulls
Gritty.
fan.
The Gritty.
No, I like the Giddy
He
better.
did the Josh Giddy. Oh, I'm coming out with the Josh Giddy. Remember, he did the Gritty. That went viral.
You're building a team. You need you have to go Jonnu Smith or Gesicki. You're going Jonnu Smith.
No, that's not the question, though. The question is, who has been the best Dolphins tight end in the last 20 years? And I would say that longevity has to play into it. You can't announce Jonnu Smith as the best tight end in the last 20 years when he played one season.
As a Pro Bowl season.
Would you take Gesicki over Darren Waller?
Yes.
Dulcich. What about Dulcich?
Man, get out of here.
I'm not joking.
Dulcich over Jonnu Smith.
What a dearth of tight ends over the last 20 years. Holy mackerel.
You taught me the word dearth, and it hits on the tight end position in Miami.
Welcome to game day, everybody. Are you ready for some preseason football?
I am. I can't wait. I want to see Malik Willis. And I know it's a pruned down game plan. I know exactly what game one is, but I need to see Malik Willis play football tonight.
Yes. I'd like to see him play more rather than less. I don't imagine he's going to play more than 2 series, but whatever. I'll take what I can get tonight. We'll talk about it. We have a loaded potato. We're only on for 3 hours today because Game Day Uncensored will begin at 5 o'clock with Brendan Tobin, Alejandro Solana, Chris Perkins, Omar Kelly, cast of thousands. I do want, before we get to headlines, then Chris Whittingham is going to join us this hour. I do want to celebrate something with you guys. Do you have anything that's celebratory? Maybe some cotton candy or something? This dope has store-bought Dr. Pepper flavored cotton candy.
Crazy, man.
Do y'all not understand what cotton candy is? I just reinvigorated my love for cotton candy today.
I've never liked cotton candy. I think cotton candy is stupid. But for a grown adult to have stopped at a gas station at, I'm guessing, 1 in the afternoon.
Yep.
And bought himself a pack of cotton candy. The only time cotton candy is acceptable is if you see them spin it onto the paper cone. Cotton candy, even when they sell it at a stadium in a plastic bag and it's not fresh, no good. The only time to get cotton candy is spun fresh on a paper cone. And even then, I think it's stupid. Bro, you're in a convenience store and you're buying packs of cotton candy?
Well, let me lay it out for you, Hawk. I go, me and little Chan, because he plays baseball, so I'm his AB pitcher, DH pitcher, whatever it's called. So I throw him the high heat all the time. We leave, and I go to the convenience store to get him a Gatorade Light, a Gator Light Zero. And I look at the cotton candy, Dr. Pepper cotton candy, and it's 2 for $1. If you give me a buy one, get one free, I would buy Mermaid's butt. I think that buy one, get one free is something special.
Right. They don't generally do the buy one, get one free with great selling items at the gas station. Like Publix, they'll give you great items because, that's where shopping is a pleasure. Gas station, it's pretty much, hey, how do we get rid of this crap? All right, make it 2 for $1. Cotton candy, you're in your 40s.
So I buy Dr. Pepper cotton candy, buy one, get one free. And I'm telling you, it's delicious. And when it melts, it becomes like these little sugar crystals. And then you can just rub them on the top of your mouth. Then it's delicious. I'm listen, cotton candy. I disagree with you. Cotton candy is delicious. It's reinvigorated my cotton candy love.
Man, just awful. I got to tell you, Solana and I are 2 pictures of health on this show because I know for lunch today, I had texted you guys. I had a blue banana smoothie at Pure Life with extra protein. Solana, what'd you have for lunch?
Just a little whey protein right now. I'm having lunch as we do the show.
And Jimmy, I'm guessing a glizzy at Costco.
Y'all are pictures of health.
Yeah, we are pictures of health. The left side of the screen, the way that I'm looking at it, Solana and I are pictures of health. You and Jimmy had collectively cotton candy and hot dogs for lunch.
I don't know if I really see health in y'all.
Yeah, well, I definitely don't see it in YouTube. Anyway, I want to celebrate with you guys something really important, I think. Bradley Beal is staying with the Clippers. I mean, have we ever received better news than Bradley Beal, the whole nonsense, the whole scuttlebutt of Bradley Beal once again coming to the Heat. How many years is this? How many years has everyone got excited about Bradley bleeping Beal coming to the Miami Heat? He never comes here. They don't want him. They feel the same way about him that they do about Goran Dragic. They're not interested, no matter how many feelers you put out there. So have a little piece of celebratory cotton candy if you'd like, because Bradley Beal remains with the Clippers.
Till next offseason. Come on, Brad.
We have another.
Who we
pair
got now?
of tickets
Clay.
today.
We got Clay and who?
It's got for. I mean, Clay
DeMar.
or DeMar, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Clay
DeMar.
for me. Clay for me though. The
Hawk, I want
spacing. We've
DeMar.
talked- I like watching DeMar DeRozan play. For the Heat specifically, Clay Thompson, I want to see him spot up the way he did in Golden State in his prime. Stand there, wait for the ball, and knock down 18 threes in a game.
He's not hitting 18.
Well, Crowder might be right, Hawk, because I was high on Klay Thompson. Like, I wanted him over Beal, over DeMar, over LeBron, honestly. Nobody wanted that guy. But there's a video of Klay Thompson playing a streamer. His name is Plackboy Max. And this guy, Plackboy Max, streamer, playing one-on-one against Klay Thompson, put Klay in a blender. I'm talking spot up Jays over the top of him, crossover dribble right by him.
Stop it.
And then he put the ball between his legs and laid it up right behind him.
Klay is giving you his best out on a playground with a streamer?
Maybe not, but don't you have some sort of standard as an NBA player every time you step out onto the floor, especially when that one-on-one game is being broadcasted to potentially millions of people?
No.
I don't get streaming. I understand it, but I don't get why people watch some little goofball talk all day for 4 hours.
Well, that's a totally different topic. And it's like you can say you don't understand it. That's how young people watch television. That's content. They don't They don't watch Barney Miller. They don't watch Murder, She Wrote. They don't watch Golden Girls. They watch.
Have you ever heard the phrase "an idiot is born every minute"?
Well, then the world is full of idiots because there's more people
bingo.
streaming shows.
Bingo, Hawk. Bingo, bingo,
what we do.
bingo. Bingo. You hit it on the head, Hawk.
I'll still take Klay Thompson, no matter what happened with the streamer. Anyway, we have another pair of tickets today for Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. It's our final pair for the week. They're coming to I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm Beach, August 20th. We will give away the tickets at 4:40, so it'll be very close to when we're closing today's show. 4:40 this afternoon, we will give away the Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson tickets. Quick look at the headlines here before Chris Whittingham joins us. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Gentlemen, we have a Miami Dolphins football game tonight.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
I like it.
The Sully and Hafley era underway today in just a couple of hours, in about 5 hours, which has me excited. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't expect to learn too much today about this team, and I don't think this season's going to go great. But I'm excited for a new era of Miami Dolphins football.
Me too.
Yep. I want them to back up what they've been preaching. That's what I want to see. I want to see physicality. I want to see the run game. I'm expecting to see the Green Bay Packers with less talent is what I'm expecting to see.
Someone puts on the text line, Darren Waller, 6 TDs in 9 games. Jonnu, 8 TDs in 18 games. I'll take Darren Waller's output per capita over Jonnu any day of the week.
Please give me Jonnu back. and he throws great birthday parties for his son.
Plus, FIU legend. I mean, what more could you ask for? Honestly, what more could you ask for than bringing home an FIU legend?
Oh, I saw somebody just put on the chat too. Bane, please don't get 3 sacks tonight. Does Tampa play tonight?
Yes, Tampa does play tonight.
So I'm super interested in tonight. Tua's playing for Atlanta. Ruben Bain will get some run tonight.
I would
Yeah.
imagine he will. The Bucks play. Ooh, maybe they play tomorrow. Let me double check.
I have my Bane jersey. I'm holding on to it till the regular season starts.
It is today. It is today at 7 p.m. They're in New York to face the New York Jets. There's a whole highlight reel that the Buccaneers posted, and I know the Miami Hurricanes Instagram accounts, how I saw it, they reposted.
They're leaning in. The Bucks are leaning into Ruben Bain, man.
Yep.
His style of play, he's going to be a problem for offensive linemen in the NFL. He really is.
I feel like it.
So Dolphins Commanders at 7, Broncos Falcons in Atlanta with Tua playing at 7, Bucks Jets 7 o'clock in New York. Those are the only 3 preseason games tonight, so you can kind of flip around if you're interested in Tua, Ruben Bain, and obviously Malik Willis. I read in the Miami Herald, Omar Kelly said he'd be shocked if Malik Willis played more than 2 offensive series today, and that obviously would not be a full half or a full quarter, as some of us questioned if he would play that much.
Yeah, first quarter, first half, game 1, first quarter, game 2, first half, game 3. Now that's the coach's decision.
How will I flip around to see all these games? Because it's not like it's Sunday ticket. Like, how do I get the Jets Bucks game?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because like in Miami, right? The Dolphins game's on CBS 4 tonight.
Yeah.
How exactly do I flip around to get all these other games I'm interested in watching?
Yeah, it's a fair point. I don't know, Hawkeye. You stumped me on that one. I don't know.
Because I got excited for a second. You're like, hey, flip around. I was like, okay, I'll flip around. Then I thought to myself, well, what exactly am I flipping to?
I have 2 motor controls in my living room.
2 what?
Motor controls.
2
Motor
what?
controls.
2
Motor controls.
2 what?
A 2 what? I got 2 motor controls in my living room. I have to go from, like, I have to push satellite. I got 2 motor controls. Satellite. Motor controls.
Moat controls.
What do you call them?
Well, not moat control. Unless you have a moat around your house. Because I know Twan's got a koi pond. So do you have a moat?
Hawk, we talked about nicknames. If I can cut off Reed,
your remote control to moat control?
I got 2 moat controls, and I got to go back and forth with both of them.
It really is enough already with like the universal remote, but then you need the Apple TV remote, but then you need the soundbar remote. Like we got to figure this out as a society. We've got to figure this out.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm with you, Crowder.
Thank you so much, Solana, because he knows what I'm talking about. You got to go from Netflix to Apple to all this, and that's one remote. And then once you put satellite TV, that's when AT&T Uverse comes up, and then I have the other remote to control Uverse.
My guy Scott Long, who installed your Starlink, have him do all your AV work, and you've got 1 remote control.
1 moat control.
1 moat control. Yeah. Call Scott. I'm telling you.
He can put it all in one.
If you said to him, hey, I'm working my television with 2 remote controls, you will hear screeching down your street. He will be there before you hang up the phone.
Scott's a bad man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bad man.
He got me lined up.
And you know I make the good coffee when he and Dino are at my house.
I didn't give him anything when they came to my house.
Crazy.
I always take care of Dino, man. I make good coffee. They told me when you were over there that you treated them like they were the help. I don't.
They're hired.
Technically, they are the help. I consider it more like having house guests.
Oh, okay, because there was an invoice that came with that that visit. I just
valid.
Yeah.
The Marlins who play tonight, they're on the road. They'll play Jason Jackson's Cincinnati Reds tonight.
Sandy Alcantara tonight.
Yes, sir. Sandy gets the nod. That's a 6:10 p.m. game. You flip back and forth between that and Tua and the Broncos and the Buccaneers game and the Dolphins game, and you're all set. All good.
I hate that people are cheering against Tua. I hate that.
He had some bad moments last season, like at the podium. Like I could see where Dolphins fans have kind of turned on him.
But why do you cheer against an athlete? Like you want him to do bad? That's weird. And I've had a bunch of conversations
I cheer
about
against Bradley Beal for a decade now.
It's just I hate. Oh, Tua's not gonna do anything. I'm like, man, why would you want Tua not to do anything? He's a human. I have a heart. I'm a Christian.
I think we learned this week. Maybe you're not.
Yeah. Inter Miami is on the road. They'll play Nashville in a big MLS game tomorrow. That's at 8:30 p.m. on Apple TV.
All right.
Your weather in South Florida right now, 93 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Have a leaky roof? Take action now. Get your free estimate. Call 954-968-8155.
All right, Chris Whittingham is next. Football season is upon us. It's a football Friday. That means a visit to Caneswear should be on your agenda, and not just a visit to the actual store in Davie, a visit to the App Store as well. Download the Caneswear app right now. Not only can you shop all the merch, you'll be able to read Canes coverage by our friend Alex Dono. That's featured right there on the app. You can also save 10% when you order on the app. So download the Caneswear app. While you're at it, make sure you're subscribed to Caneswear TV on YouTube. You'll get great Canes content and live Canes podcasts from our friend John Michaels, legend Benny Blades, and others. So make sure you're subscribed to Caneswear TV on YouTube. Most importantly, start shopping for Canes gear right now. And there's plenty of stuff in addition to Miami Hurricanes gear, Dolphins, Panthers, Heat, Inter Miami, the Marlins, hundreds of different t-shirts, jerseys, polos, hoodies, and hats in all sizes for men, women, kids, babies, even pets. They've got tents, chairs, tables, flags, decals, magnets, license plates, sunglasses, tattoos. They will get you ready for game days, which will be upon us before you know it. You can shop in the store in Davie or online at caneswear.com. The store is on University Drive right next to La Spada's in Davie. Make sure you're following Caneswear on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook also, so you get all the up-to-the-minute info. Caneswear, the spot South Florida sports fans shop.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
Got a horse running at Saratoga? Give me anything. You got a lottery ticket? You got some numbers? What do you got?
right, we're going to talk with Chris Whittingham, our friend. By the way, before we get to Whitty, Odyssey, our parent company and our sister station, Kiss Country, presents Stars and Strings this November at Hard Rock Live. Great lineup: Lee Brice, Kane Brown, Brantley Gilbert, Brandon Lake, Steven Wilson Jr. And we've got a chance for you to win tickets. The code word today is SINGER. So text the word SINGER to 20357. That's 20357. Text the word SINGER. And if you do, you're entered in the contest. For more info, you can go to WQAM.com. It is a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive. Chris Whittingham is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's a soccer broadcaster and analyst for Apple TV and CBS. Whitty's going to be on the call Sunday for New York City and Philadelphia Union. Inter Miami and Nashville tomorrow. Match of the week. Number 1 versus number 2. Inter Miami just 2 points behind Nashville in the standings. You can watch that game on Apple TV tomorrow. And before we talk actual game stuff, Whitty, there was this story, because we know Leo Messi's father had passed away. And then there was this story that started to spread on social media because of one of his Instagram posts where he talked about not knowing if he can continue to play that much longer. And Crowder and Solana and I had talked about it. You know, when a death happens in your family, Crowder and I have experienced losing a parent. Like, you make decisions sometimes, or it's hard to see things progressing after you lose someone. So I'm wondering what you make of what Leo Messi had to say.
Well, it's not just that his father passed away. It was that his father played this incredibly influential role in his soccer career. This was when he was young, when he was 11 or 12 years old, he goes over to Barcelona to join their academy. And basically his dad makes a decision to, I'm going to stay with Leo. My wife and our other kids are going to go back to Argentina, and I'm going to live here with Leo without my wife and my other children, because I believe so much in this kid and what he can do in soccer. So this idea that their lives are so intertwined and football is such a big part of it. I mean, he talks about in his Instagram post this notion of wanting to talk to him after games, but it was very clear that his dad really didn't know what was going on with Argentina at the World Cup. And he wanted his dad to be there at the final and take it all in one last time, because it really felt like it was going to be the last time, but he couldn't make it. He wasn't healthy enough to make the trip over to the United States. So, I mean, this is someone whose life in football was incredibly intertwined with his father's. And so, yeah, it is kind of remarkable that on the day, it was on the Wednesday morning, when he puts out this statement and says, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. Everyone that I know who went to the stadium that night goes, wait a second, he's on the bench? And then, wait a second, he came on and played for 35 minutes despite going to and from Buenos Aires and got in the game anyway. So I don't know what it is in terms of the situation with the longer term, but it's very clear that his father made an incredible impact on his life. That said, though, I just don't know if he's ready to give this up, especially with him still being so good. I don't know if he's going to be someone who walks away until he feels like he's lost his best. He said that he's lost his physical best, but he's still amazing when he's in the game. So I don't know if that means that he's going to retire at the end of the season or retire anytime soon, but that's certainly how a lot of people took it. And then he went and played. So we're really completely unclear as to where he's at mentally.
Woody, how does Lionel Messi, like, hypothetically, because he was saying that, and McNeil Hawk said, like, you're making these emotional decisions or these emotional texts and all that stuff, but how would his retirement affect international soccer, but more the MLS? Because I think he's making the MLS right now.
Oh, I would say he's definitely the biggest attraction, and I don't think it's particularly close. And it would be incumbent upon the league to go find another really big attraction. But we've talked about this since day one, Crowder. When he signed, there's one of these guys. I guess there's two if you want to include Ronaldo. But I mean, in terms of people who can single-handedly drive interest, who single-handedly drive that narrative about the sport in this country, there are two people currently playing the game that could do that. One is Messi, and the other is Ronaldo. And I just don't think there would be replacing him. It would be incumbent upon Miami to keep going, and they will. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that Miami will take the field without some big star player from somewhere anytime in the near future. I don't think Miami going to pack up. All right, well, that was fun. We're going to go back to be a develop and sell team. No, they're going to keep going and keep going again in the transfer market to go and get big players. But yeah, I mean, that would take a lot. It would take a lot to go get him. But yeah, I mean, they're going to keep pushing. But yeah, I mean, it would be seismic. It would be seismic, especially when we just saw him play in the World Cup and play as well as he did. He was one of the top goal scorers of the tournament. He clearly has not lost enough of a step for it to materially impact who he is as a player. And yet it's possible he might go. Yeah, I mean, it would be a momentous occasion, especially when I think were it not for this health issue, we'd be talking about, can he make the next Copa America? Could he even make the next World Cup, as crazy as that is to say, because it's possible with how well he's playing.
Might have to wait about 15 years for Erling Haaland, Hawk.
I got nothing but time. It's dwindling, but I got nothing but time.
Hawk, I got 100. I got 100 on it.
I'd say you
How
have
much will it
something
take?
but time. Maybe not nothing but time. You have something but time.
I have something but time.
Whitty, I'm looking at this game tomorrow, and it's fascinating because Inter Miami loses Busquets, they lose Jordi Alba, and I know they've made additions, but they're 2 points out of being in the lead for the Supporter Shield race. Is A, that important to them, do you think, this year? I guess it is because they're in striking distance. But B, Nashville has seemingly always had Inter Miami's number, and especially in regular season play. And they have the best defensive unit in the MLS. Like, how tough is it for Inter Miami to go out against the best home team in the MLS and to beat a team who has conceded less than anybody? And I think 11 of their last 12, they're unbeaten.
Yeah, it's incredible what they've done. I mean, when you compare, they come into the league at the same time as Miami. They start better than Miami in those first few seasons. Then Miami signs Messi, they go flying beyond them. But Nashville have rebuilt incredibly well. So in terms of your question, how important is this? I would say it's fairly significant, both in terms of you're defining the rivalry for the rest of this season, which I think in all likelihood, you're heading towards a collision course of these two teams playing again in the playoffs at some point. They already played in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, which we all know was an incredibly important competition for Miami. They lose without even having lost to a Liga MX team. They lose to another MLS team, which was not supposed to happen. And so, yeah, I think this is now becoming the rivalry that defines, at the very least, the Eastern Conference and not the whole of Major League Soccer, because Nashville have Hani Mukhtar, has been amazing since day one. They have Sam Surge, who's been the best goal scorer in the league outside of Messi over the last year and a half. And they added Christian Espinosa, a really good free agent player down the right side, who all of a sudden they formed a triumvirate of players that can genuinely compete with Miami. And there aren't too many teams that can do that. So, yeah, I think this is going to be the rivalry that ends up defining this MLS season, even in the CONCACAF competitions, because these are probably the two best teams in MLS over the course of the season.
Inter Miami, Nashville, match of the week tomorrow on Apple TV. And then Whitty has the match, New York and Philadelphia Union. Did I see that's at Yankee Stadium?
Yes.
Do they play all their games at Yankee Stadium?
They split between Yankee Stadium and Citi Field. They've been like, their whole thing is they play within the 5 boroughs of New York City. So they don't want to go outside to soccer stadiums in New Jersey. They are building their own stadium, which will be right next to Citi Field starting next summer.
The reason I ask is because Crowder had said, if Messi retires one day, what does it mean to international soccer? But more importantly, what does it mean to MLS? Is the MLS killing it? I feel like every time I turn on a game on Apple TV, there's a ton of fans. I think the coverage is very good. Obviously, I'm probably biased because you're part of it. But I really feel like they're killing it. And I wonder if that's the case.
I think the league is going in a very good direction. I think people want it to go faster. I think people want MLS to be on the level of the Premier League, if not now, within 5 years. That's such a difficult hurdle to climb. You have to get stadiums that are 60,000 seats. You have to drive revenue. I think the biggest challenge that MLS has in comparison to other soccer leagues in the world is the competition. You have such incredible competition for eyeballs and attention and media dollars in this country, the NFL taking the vast sum of it, that it's difficult for MLS to, realistically, the biggest thing that would propel them even further is media money. And it just isn't there. I mean, the NFL makes $11 billion a year off television. The MLS is not there yet. So I think in person, 100%. With stadiums that are being built all over the country, I think 24 or 25 of the 30 teams in the league will have their own venue by the time Chicago finishes theirs in a couple of years' time. Infrastructure is honestly probably ahead of even the big European leagues in terms of new stadiums and new training grounds. And in terms of developing players, academies and all that stuff, MLS is absolutely taking big steps forward. But I think when you compare it to the absolute biggest leagues in the world, you're still waiting to take that next big step, and there's still some ways to go there.
All right, Chris Whittingham. He'll be on the call Sunday. Philadelphia Union and New York. You're going to get a slice of pizza while you're in New York? Slices on the street?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Sparrows.
Yeah. Oh, that's best New York pizza.
Man, listen, Ray's. Go to
No,
Ray's.
Rays. Original Rays.
Man,
Ray's? Okay,
Ray's is so good.
I'm a big industry guy. Have you guys heard of that?
We're talking about like
unbelievable slice of pizza.
It
is genuinely the best slice of pizza that I've ever had in my life. Industry. There's 2 locations. Go and find them.
Sounds too No. Ray's has like 55 locations on one block. That's where you got to go.
No, but you don't want a place that has 55 locations.
Oh,
that implies sort of a chainness to it.
You think it's watered down their pizza?
Yeah.
It's like
well, and also,
I
mean, pizza. I'm very close to New Haven style pizza, which obviously some people would argue is superior. I might even join them.
Wow.
New Haven, that's
right.
Jersey. That's
Jersey.
Jersey.
No, it's Connecticut.
Connecticut, bro.
Oh, Connecticut pizza. That's never been a phrase.
Pizza. It's actually one of the great things when you drive from New York into Connecticut. You cross the border, and there's a sign that says, "Welcome to Connecticut, the pizza capital of the United States." It's elite trolling towards New Yorkers that are crossing the line.
A little cutesy towards Chicago, to be quite honest. Not even a border state. All right, Chris Whittingham will be on the call Sunday on Apple TV. Inter Miami and Nashville tomorrow on Apple TV. Your game Sunday, is that correct?
Sunday,
that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sunday on Apple TV. Inter Miami, Nashville tomorrow on Apple TV. Thank you, Whitty.
Cheers, guys.
There you go. I love a guy who gets off, says cheers. Cheers, guys. Sounds so international.
I don't know about the cheers.
Cheers. I like that. Nobody would call New Haven style pizza Connecticut pizza because that wouldn't go anywhere. But if you call it New Haven style, then it sounds like it's got some. The New Haven style is like the real burnt on the bottom. It's thin. It happens to be good pizza. I prefer Chicago pizza over all of them.
Well, burnt on the bottom.
Yeah, it's like charred on the bottom. You ever had Anthony's coal fired?
Yeah.
That's New Haven style.
I hate it.
Paul Castronovo and Dan Marino are going to have some words for you.
My son and daughter love Anthony's coal-fired pizza. Yeah, I get a salad. No olives.
New Haven style pizza. All right, we got to take a break. We got a lot to get to today. We're off at 5:00 for Game Day Uncensored.
Anniversaries are really special, and my friends over at Ed Morris, they're celebrating their 80th year in business. 80th year in business, they're celebrating, and they know how to do. My man Chris Atkins, the GM, Teddy Morris, you see him on the commercials. That's the big man up top, and his amazing team. They celebrate by giving us, because I am a proud customer, my entire driveway is backed by Morris. They're giving us special deals during their celebration at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They are commemorating this occasion by giving you special deals on luxury all-electric Cadillacs. My wife has an all-electric Cadillac, and she loves it. You can get an all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic right now for just, listen, I'm not misquoting, $349 a month, and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics, which I just had because I had some car problems, and they gave me a Lyrics. I'm telling you, these all-electrics are special. You can get a Lyrics for just $369 a month at Ed Morris. They have been family owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of their customers. Don't miss out on the 80-year anniversary and go see my friends at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year. It is special over there. Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Visit EdMorrisSawgrassCadillac.com. And I'm telling you, being backed by Morris is special. They tell me when my PSI and my tires are low. They tell me when I need an oil change. They text me. They email me. Being backed by Morris is something different than you will ever see from another dealership. And that's why they've been in business, and they have been killing it for 80 years. You got to see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac and get backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
You don't know Ski Mask, the slump god?
I do not.
I mean, it feels like a football Friday. And I know what I'm doing to myself here because Lori's out of town. And so I'm like fantasizing in my mind. And this is how you fantasize when you're 56 years old, sitting on the couch, eating a za, watching football. But I'm not going to be able to, well, am I not going to be able to watch beyond the first quarter? I don't know. I mean, when it starts to get to second, third, fourth string players, I just like I'm gonna plan on watching. Lori's out of town, gonna plop down on the couch, but I'm guessing by 9 o'clock, I'm at OP Live.
It's tough to watch. I'm interested with the new coach and the philosophy and like what they plan on doing, but you really can't see the outcome of a season in the first preseason game.
No, you can get some glimpses of things that are important, right? How Malik Willis is running the offense, how Jeff Hafley looks getting play calls in, and is he calling the plays?
No, Slowick is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hafley's the D guy.
Bobby, Hafley's going to call the defensive plays, I believe, and Slowick is going to call the offense.
Yeah, I guess there's little things you can glean tonight.
I want to see the offensive approach, and I also want to see Malik Willis. I have not. How many snaps have y'all watched Malik Willis play?
Not a bunch.
I mean, I've seen him hand the ball to Josh Jacobs a couple times in highlights. I haven't seen him be the starting quarterback. That's my biggest interest tonight.
I mean, we did see. Remember, there was that video going around after the Dolphins signed him of all his completions a season ago. And, there weren't that many completions. He played a handful of games. So I feel like I've watched a decent amount of Malik Willis to know that he's not a bum. Like, this dude's not a scrub. He's a starting caliber quarterback, Crowder. But to your point, like, I
well, you can't say that because he wasn't in Tennessee and he was the backup in Green Bay. He started only because of injury. Like, we're hoping he's a starting caliber quarterback. He looked like it in college.
And in that video, we talked about this. This is months ago when they signed him. That video wasn't him dropping dimes on back shoulder throws. It was him throwing check downs and crossing routes at 15 yards. Jimmy could do that. Bedbug could throw a crosser.
Did you see Fernando Mendoza throw a dime yesterday?
He did, and they amp it up so big. It was one throw over the linebacker's head. That was weird that they're trying to make this Mendoza Peyton Manning already.
Why are you such a hater with Fernando Mendoza?
Well, he's picked a side. So now he's all in on that side, man.
He's not an impressive quarterback.
Well, you can't say that after yesterday and after last season and after the season before that. You can say that you don't think he's going to be impressive in the NFL, which is what you said, but you can't say he's not an impressive quarterback. Guy's got a national championship.
Huck, I know. Now, you see, it's at the end you move the bar. He has to be an impressive quarterback because he has a national championship. Brad Johnson has a Super Bowl ring. Brad Johnson was terrible. Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl ring. Trent Dilfer was terrible. Teams can carry quarterbacks, and then quarterbacks can carry teams, Hawk. Fernando Mendoza did not carry that team through the college football playoffs.
You think Indiana was so talent-laden that they got through the season and a national championship, even though they had a terrible quarterback?
He's not terrible
in college. Impossible.
Hawk, he's not terrible. He's okay. But when you want to put him to the elk of a Brady and a Manning and a Montana and a Marino,
I am ready to go there.
I cannot put him with a top-level quarterback like I've seen in the past. I have not seen anything out of Fernando Mendoza to make me say that he's about to be Joe Montana. He threw for 188 in a semifinal game.
Night, though. He had a nice pass last night.
For 14. Great 14-yard completion.
Maybe go watch the fourth quarter of the national championship game and tell me he wasn't impressive because he made big play after big play after big play, and late in the game, they needed a score. after driving his team all the way down into the red zone with back shoulder fade after back shoulder fade after back shoulder fade, all of which were passes he threw perfectly. He put somebody wearing a U on their helmet on their ass.
Which we're not happy about, by the way.
Right. I mean, but Hawk, that's why, like, going into that game, I remember trying to figure out at what point will this dude make a mistake. Every player of this caliber makes a mistake at some point. He never made a mistake. He played a perfect game, and he won that championship for them.
All right, 3 o'clock hour is coming up on this Football Friday. I'm talking about Dolphins, not Fernando Mendoza. 3 o'clock hour is coming up. Don't go anywhere.
$30 million. Everybody can agree that sounds nice. $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rake. First, we start with the Circa Million. 18 weeks of point spread action, 128 ways to win. Then you've got the Circa Survivor. Pick one winner each week. Last one standing wins. And then you've got the Circa Grandissimo with a $100,000 entry. You have to enter in Nevada, but you can play from anywhere. That's $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Visit circasports.com for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
He's going to Greenbow, Alabama.
I feel the master. I feel him. Ready. Well, come on.
Mid-season mode. What are we? 4 hours away from kickoff.
4 hours, Hawk.
What's the stadium called there in Washington?
Let me double check.
Is it FedEx?
FedEx Field?
FedEx Field?
FedEx Field, I think.
I think they changed it though. They're playing at Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland.
Northwest Stadium?
Yeah.
This is the
Northwest
first
Stadium.
season that it's called Northwest Stadium?
Man, you were stumping me on these.
That's what I do.
It was Commanders Field in 2024, and it's been Northwest Stadium since last season.
I do not recall that. All right. Well, tonight, just 4 hours from now, Dolphins preseason game number 1. We've got another pair of Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson tickets. They're coming to, I Think, Financial Amphitheater August 20th. We will give away those tickets at 4:40 this afternoon. So I told you, Crowder and Solana, yes.
I just did a little research on this Fernando Mendoza.
Okay.
The national championship game, he was 16 for 27, 59%, 186, 6.9 average completion. That's not impressive.
No, statistically, it's not.
The semifinal game, he was the same percentage at 177 against Oregon, and the quarterfinal game, he was 192 against Alabama with the same percentages. He does not blow up a stat sheet. He is not Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or Drew Brees or anybody of that ilk, Matt Stafford. He's not that. He's a game manager that people are amping up, and I don't believe in him.
He's not got gaudy stats. You're correct.
Nope, he doesn't. I think he was the first quarterback to win the Heisman under 3,000 yards in like 20-something years. To throw for under 3,000 yards.
That national championship game, because what'd you say it was? 16 of 29?
16 of 27.
16 of 27. He was 1 for 1, though, with fire in his eyes.
What fire in his eyes? Stat, Hawk. I don't know the stat of fire in his eyes.
That's the score that he needed. The one score that he needed. He was 1 of 1, fire in his eyes.
Yeah.
Listen, they're amping this young man up, and I don't want to hate on him, but I'm just being realistic.
Well, which quarterbacks came out this season? Mendoza. Who else? Beck.
Carson Beck in the 3rd round. Fernando Mendoza. Ty Simpson out of Alabama. He went to the Rams. He'll be Stafford's backup.
Yeah.
And then I think Beck was the next QB off the board. Drew Aller was also the 3rd round selection by the Pittsburgh Steelers out of Penn State.
Who do you think has the best NFL career out of the quarterbacks who came out this draft?
I would bet on Ty Simpson just because it's a wild card. Because I know what Fernando Mendoza is. Like this year coming up, they got some Mensa and what is the boy in Oregon, Dante Moore, and they have some quarterbacks coming out this year. Last year was a down quarterback year.
You're 0 for 2 on this because you mentioned Simpson before Beck. The correct answer was Beck is going to have the best NFL career out of all the quarterbacks.
Oh, how did he get passed twice by every NFL team?
It's 305.
Tom Brady.
Dale.
By each team 5 times almost.
That's a hell of a point.
Thank you, Bedbug.
You're welcome.
305, sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. So I'm not proud of this, but I am betting tonight's Dolphins game. And I'm going to tell you why. Lori's out of town, so I've already bought a cash pop ticket today. I'm like, I'm jonesing for action. So I thought to myself, maybe I'll bet tonight's game. Make a little, I was going to go get a sandwich. Then I was like, you know what? I'll just have an Uncrustable. It's preseason. But I'm going to fire up an Uncrustable. But I'm betting tonight's game. I do have a bonus bet on the Hard Rock Bet app not a bonus bet, a $100 matching bet. So you bet $100. If you lose, you get $100 worth of bonus bets back. I don't know if it's one $100 bet or 520s or whatever. So I'm going to bet $100 tonight. So handicap this for me, because there's no player props. There's no nothing. You can only bet on totals, first half. You can bet so give me something. I am betting this game. Here's my only parameters. I don't want to have to watch the second half. But if you think that's the best play, then I'll ride with you. The line right now is 3.5 when I first looked. Yeah, 3.5. So Dolphins are 3.5-point favorites for the game. Let's see, for the first half. There is no spread right now. It's locked. No spread on the first half. So right now, here's your available bets. Dolphins minus 3.5 for the game. Over under for the game, 36.5. And over under for the first half, 19.5.
Ooh, over first half.
Over 19.5 first half.
If you press me, I have to bet one of those bets. I would
Really?
bet. Yeah. Come out. They don't know what offense we're running. We really don't know what they're running. We don't know who's in the game, but you can sneak up on somebody.
Well, River Craycraft is on the Commanders.
What?
So I kind of know who's in the game, and I kind of know what to expect once River Craycraft is on the field looking for his revenge game against the Dolphins. Just throwing it out there.
Do we know who's playing quarterback for the Commanders?
Marcus Mariota is their backup. I don't know who's starting. My guess is Jaden Daniels will not be starting.
No chance.
But I also don't know if Marcus Mariota will start for them.
I bet he plays a series or two.
Yeah, so their third string quarterback is a guy named Ethan Kaliakmanis, who I had never heard of. Out of Rutgers, I had never heard of him.
Ooh, yeah, that makes you think.
AK-47.
You still thinking over in the first half?
No, never mind. I didn't know Kaliakmanis was playing.
Who is it for the Dolphins? It'll be Malik, then Quinn Ewers for the rest of the first half, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and then our third string quarterback, the only other rostered quarterback is Cam Miller.
All right.
Who's that?
That's our third string quarterback.
He played at North Dakota State.
Oh, that's where old boy played at.
That's right. Old boy had a season too.
Old boy won a Super Bowl, didn't he? Was that Nick Foles? Not Nick Foles, the other tall white guy.
So what do you think? The
Dolphins have to come out and score a touchdown with Malik Willis in the game.
So that's 7 points.
I don't think Solana likes this assessment.
How do I get to 20 points in the first half is my question.
You guys are expecting a shootout here in the first half, and I'm not. Expecting...
but remember that Arizona game, the Hall of Fame game, which I said I would have bet the under, it was 14-14 in the first half. And I don't think those were two potent offenses.
And Malik Willis has to prove something. Slowick has to prove something, calling plays. Like the Dolphins have to score 10 points in the first two series.
I think he's right on that. You know what it is, too? Because, like, you can't even – I remember Tua, I think, last season. It was like they're going to keep him in until they score. They've got to score on that first series because he doesn't want to have to come out for that second series. Like, they can't have the storyline all next week being Malik Willis was unable to score against the third team.
Yep.
Third string in Washington.
I view it so differently. Like, I don't think they care what the storyline is next week. To me, Hafley cares more about his team looking like they're imposing their will, because all he did was preach about physicality. Once these guys put their pads on, we're going to be the more physical team. So to me, it's going to be a lot of handoffs to Jalen Wright or Ollie Gordon, whoever ends up getting those snaps. Like, they're not going to put Malik in a situation where he's throwing the ball 16, 17 times in this game. Like, I bet he throws 8 or 9 passes, nothing fancy, nothing crazy.
But just
They're
a
running the
drive.
ball.
Like, no, but just a potent drive down the field. A couple of zips here and there. Devon Achane, bang, bang. If he plays, I don't know if he's going to play Jalen Wright, boom, boom, and then boom, you're in the end zone. Ollie Gordon, he's standing there. I mean, you can see that happening in 30 seconds.
So I agree with you on the approach. I think they're going to run the ball. I think they're going to try to out-physical people, but you also have to get yards. Like, let's run it downhill. It can't be 2nd and 9 every time. Like, they have to show that this offense works. Slowick, Halfley has something to prove as coaches, and Malik has something to prove as a starting quarterback. They're going to get in a 3rd and 6+, and Malik's going to have to throw that damn biscuit and get a first down sooner or later, and they have to prove that they have worked on this. They have to score a touchdown with Malik Willis in the game.
They've only got 3 games to show themselves that they've worked on this and they can drive downfield, and probably just 2 games, because I don't think you'll see anybody in the 3rd preseason game. So
yeah, and it's not just for us. I'm talking about for them.
Yeah,
like, we have to go get a touchdown with our dogs in the game. So it's just the confidence of knowing that our offense works.
All right, I'm betting the first half over, like you originally suggested.
I'm with you. Let me get on my app.
We're riding together. Look at this.
Yeah.
Ride or die, baby. Jimmy, how many you got on this? Bedbug bets this season. I remember the old Jimmy Garcia. He didn't wager at all. You're Jimmy the bleeping bedbug.
I don't know.
Perfect. I'll put that in, and then you zell me that.
So where's the I don't know button?
Oh, I never even zelled you for your parking, did I? For the Marlins game this week?
No.
All right, I'm going to zell you for the parking. How much did you pay for parking?
$5,000. No, I'm kidding.
Well done, bedbug.
$20.
$20. I'm going to zell you $20 during this commercial break. I'm going to put 100 on Dolphins Commanders over first half, and I'm going to zell Jimmy $20. All right, let's get a quick look at the headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVW.com.
Hey, Crowder, going back to what you said right at the start of the show, you're disappointed that Dolphins fans are rooting against Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes, that's ridiculous.
I'm not rooting against Tua. I wish him well. I honestly have no ill will towards Tua. Like, he's not the one that signed the check. But I am rooting against another Dolphins player who underachieved with a Dolphins jersey and then goes somewhere else, has a second wind, and exceeds expectations after they leave Miami. So because of that, I kind of am rooting against Tua, but it's not personal against Tua. It's more so I'm sick and tired as a Dolphins fan of having to watch somebody else who couldn't perform while wearing the Dolphin on their helmet, but performing elsewhere after they leave Miami.
But why are you cheering against him? Is that the situation the coaches put him in? Do you think Tua wasn't trying hard here? Why would you hope for another grown man's demise when he can go somewhere else and thrive? Like, that's crazy to me.
I agree. The guy Tua Tagovailoa, like the person Tua, I wish him well. But the player, I don't want to see him ball somewhere else that wasn't in Miami, because we could have had that. It's the same thing. I saw it with Wes Welker. How many guys have left Miami and have gone on to have better careers wearing another team's jersey?
But you know that wasn't Welker's fault. With Tua, you're like, who's to blame here?
Was
Welker.
it Tua's fault? Hawk, it's Tua's fault that if he gets hit in the back of the head, his hands curl up?
It's not my fault. It's either my fault or someone else's fault. But in that case, it's not my fault.
But just wishing for some, even I was when JT went to the Jets, there were people saying, I hope he doesn't succeed.
Yeah.
Like the Jets offered him 7 times more money than the Dolphins. Should you be mad at the Dolphins that JT went to the Jets and not JT?
Oh, no. I rooted against Jason Taylor 100% when he went to the Jets.
That's crazy.
100%.
Me too. Then he came to University of Miami, and I'm back on Team JT.
Yeah.
It's just petty. Very petty to root against a guy's career.
Correct.
You shouldn't embrace that.
You're rooting against Fernando Mendoza.
I'm not rooting. I don't believe in him.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I don't believe in him.
If I gave you a choice right now, Fernando Mendoza. It's all up to you. He can have a great Pro Bowl season. You get to decide. He
Mhm.
gets to have a great, you're omnipotent. He gets to have a great Pro Bowl season, or he has a, who's the guy who would throw all those interceptions all the time?
Gino Toretta.
Jamarcus Russell.
No, who's the guy that kept getting signed from team to team?
Oh, Nate. Oh man, he threw 5 interceptions in a game. That's the guy you're talking about.
Yeah.
Man, I can see his face.
Why can't I think of the guy's name?
White dude?
Yeah.
White, little
Fernando
bitty
Men-
white dude.
What the heck is the guy's name? Someone put it on the chat.
I know who you're talking about.
Who'd he play for?
Like 18 teams. He
But it
threw
was
3
I think
interceptions.
he was it Buffalo. He played. I know he played for Buffalo. Nate something. His first name starts with an N.
Why have I totally blanked on his name? Someone
Would
knows.
I-
I'm just waiting for it to come on the chat.
What if I can control
Who is it, Jimmy?
Is it Nathan Peterman?
Nathan
Peterman.
Peterman.
There we
Nathan
go. I
Peterman.
knew it was an N.
You get
I
to
can
choose.
control-
You are omnipotent.
Yes.
So you get to choose. Mendoza has a Pro Bowl season, or he has a Nathan Peterman season.
I would choose that he has a Peyton Manning career.
Lie.
No, I'm not lying.
Lie.
It's the evaluation of it. I'm a big fan. I have friends that I would love to have a great career. And then you see him practice and you say, yeah, he ain't really that good. Like he's not gonna help us win games. I don't think Nathan Peterman. I'm calling him the right name, actually. I don't think Fernando Mendoza is gonna be a dog in the NFL. I've watched too many games.
Somebody texted in Boyle. Who was Boyle? Did he play for the Dolphins? Did we have a quarterback named Boyle once?
Yeah,
Tim.
he did. Tim Boyle.
That's the boy
Tim
that threw the
Boyle.
ball out of bounds on 4th down. Boy, I
Did he
hate
ever
him.
start? Did he ever start a game?
Well, he started against the Dolphins on Black Friday. That was a Javon Holland game.
Right, the interception.
The interception. I don't know if he started a game for
The only
Miami.
reason I'm thinking is because DJ's got the Know Your History T-shirt, and we don't have Tim Boyle on there. But I don't
Was
think
it-
he ever started. Did he start a Dolphins
I don't know.
game?
Was it in Green Bay when he threw the ball out of bounds on 4th and 3 or something? And I was
Seattle.
mad.
That was in Seattle. Yeah.
He has
I
not
was-
started a game for the Dolphins.
Okay, good.
I
He
was
did
so
not.
hot.
Yeah. We waived him
Boyle.
that season. We waived him.
Should have.
He came off the bench in week 3 against Seattle.
That was some season. All right, quick look at the headlines here because we got to take a break. Go ahead, Solana.
I have one headline that I want to read to you guys. So the other day, Pro Football Talk, they had posted this article regarding Troy Aikman. Calls Monday Night Football games. He's a broadcaster. And they noted that Troy Aikman said there wouldn't be a conflict between his work as a broadcaster and what his role is with the Dolphins, like a consultant for the Dolphins, because he noted that the Dolphins are not on Monday Night Football because they're not going to be good this year. So he says, don't worry about it. I'm not calling any of their games. But there has been a follow-up. Troy Aikman is going to face restrictions by the NFL while calling Monday Night Football games because of this role with the Dolphins. He'll attend production meetings remotely and won't be allowed at team practices, which is much like Tom Brady's predicament now as a broadcaster / owner in the NFL.
Hey, Troy, here's your punishment. You don't have to travel anymore with the rest of us. You get to show up on game day.
Man, I wish I was better at football because these guys
can you
have.
imagine?
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
just the time of their lives.
I should have trained. I thought I trained hard, but I didn't train hard enough. What if I could buy a team and then do TV? Like, yeah, this Troy and Tom, they have it
Be a
set.
wrestler. Time of your life.
Yeah. Wish I didn't get arrested.
Tony Romo. I'm starting to think we've seen his last game as a broadcaster on CBS.
They got to pay him out because he got a hell of a contract.
I think he is going to have a hell of a lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to take away $100+ million because of a misdemeanor DWI? Because when it's your first one in whatever state he was in, it becomes a misdemeanor or something like, ooh, that's a lawsuit right there, man.
I watched the video, man. He was banged up.
Oh, he was he was in, like, he knew it was a very serious situation, but he was just in such a good buzzed mood that
he couldn't rationalize what's really going on.
Yeah. He's like, I know this is bad, but man, I'm still Tony Romo.
he was banged up, boy. Goodness.
All right, anything else in the headlines?
The Marlins do play tonight, 6:10 p.m. They're playing in Cincinnati.
That game will be on AM 560, I'm guessing.
AM 560 tonight with Jack McMullen and Steven Strom. Jack McMullen back on the radio broadcast. And Inter Miami does play tomorrow. Big time game at night. It is a battle of the 1 and 2 seeds in the Eastern Conference. Inter Miami can jump Nashville with a victory on the road tomorrow.
All right.
Your weather.
Oh, no, I just thought about a story. I was talking to the old head of security at the Dolphins. He texted me and we were texting, and he told me a story about like the what was it, the chaplain that does the Sunday morning, the prayers and all for the team and have the little Bible studies. And I forgot the story, but he reminded me that his name was Corwin. He came up to me one day, and it was, a Thursday or something, and he had Thursday morning church service. And he was like, hey, Channing, you were supposed to be here this morning. What happened to Thursday morning? I said, man, bleep, Wednesday night. And and Stu thought that was the funniest thing in the world. He still tells that story to the day. I was just being honest with him. He said, hey, you're supposed to be here Thursday morning. I said, man, Wednesday night got a hold of me. It is what it is. But I was
Stu Weinstein?
Stu Weinstein. Man, Stu. Yeah. Stu, he doesn't work with the team, but everybody in the league knows Stu Weinstein. People bring it up when they know I played for the Dolphins, even to this day. Like, we went to Philly and did the Eagles on the Pivot training camp tour. The head of security of the Philadelphia Eagles came up to me, and he was like, did you play when Stu was there? And I said, yeah, I know Stu. He was like, man, Stu got some guys out of some trouble. And I was like, yeah, I'm on the list, brother.
He's like the wolf in Pulp Fiction.
He really was.
Yeah, for real.
If you get pulled over, I don't know now. I know Drew is the guy now, but
now
I know him.
The ticket wizard.
Yeah. I don't know if the ticket wizard got to pull a Stu, but I got pulled over sometimes. By the time the police officer got to my window, Stu would have called the head of the captain of whatever city I'm in, and they would say, slow down and let you go. Stu was special.
Right now in South Florida, 90 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the 80s. This weather report was brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Protect your home before the next storm. Get your free roof and window estimate. Just call 954-968-8155.
All right. Game Day Uncensored, 5 p.m. tonight. Brendan Tobin, Solana, Omar Kelly, Chris Perkins. Get you ready for the game. Cheetah Pompano, that's your party headquarters this weekend. Looking for a party? Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or the fights this weekend. They got VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Cheetah Pompano, of course, has that amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6. August 23rd, Cheetah Palm Beach is hosting their Bartender Bash. Pretty in pink. Come see your favorite bartenders and waitresses dressed all in pink, gracing all 3 stages. There will be bottle specials, a roast beef carving station starting at 6 p.m., gourmet dessert and cheese stations as well. So make sure you are at Cheetah Palm Beach on Sunday, August 23rd. And I say it all the time, every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach, especially on the weekends. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well, especially August 23rd. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Who was that batted in those 2 runs, Jimmy?
No idea.
All right. Who's up after Sonoha?
No clue.
All right. It's our baseball guy. real McCoy for you on a football Friday. You know what is exactly 6 months from today?
February. That would be February 14th.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
My wife being upset that I didn't do something for Valentine's Day.
The special Valentine's Day this year. Do you know what it is, Jimmy the Bedbug?
Super Bowl.
That's right.
Super Bowl Sunday is 6 months from today, and it happens to fall on Valentine's Day.
Let's go, Fins.
So that day is going to be Valentine's lunches, right? Or the night before, Saturday night. There's not a single wife or girlfriend who's expecting to be taken out that Sunday night, is there?
Probably would be easier to go to a nice restaurant or do something.
It would be easier, but I mean, you might as well go the next Monday if you want easy. Like, it's you'd miss the Super Bowl.
Oh, no, for sports fans? Yeah.
No, for anyone, Americans.
No, Hawk, I have business partners that have no concern with football.
The Super Bowl, though.
They don't care. Like I have a bunch of people I talk to that they don't like the Dolphins are coming back or
The
who's
Super
winning.
Bowl, not the Dolphins. The Super Bowl.
I have a business partner that would if you say Patrick Mahomes, he would look at you like you're crazy and he would think he's an investor.
I bet he watches the Super Bowl.
No.
Hawk, I feel like I'm the perfect person to interject on this. Crowder, my fiance, my brother's wife, my sister-in-law, she doesn't know who Dwayne Wade is.
She watches the Super Bowl.
She doesn't.
No,
and Hawk,
does.
my
Yeah,
fiance had never watched a Super Bowl before me, and this past year only looked at the TV during the halftime show for Bad Bunny. Every year prior to that, she didn't understand why I was leaving the house to go watch the Super Bowl somewhere, and she never came with me once to a Super Bowl party.
I remember her tweeting about the weekend's Super Bowl halftime show. I remember her talking vividly about Maroon 5 when they were the halftime show. Yeah,
you don't live with South Americans, bro. I'm telling you, like it is a different world. World.
But I mean, we're not that interested in the World Cup, but we watch it. Everybody watches the Super Bowl.
No, they don't. I just looked it up. There's 342.6 million people in America.
Mm-hmm.
The viewership last year, the Super Bowl was 125 million. Less than half of America watches the Super Bowl.
Ratings can't be trusted. We know that.
Hawk, you don't understand. I know it because to Hawk's point, to Solana's point, Asia, like she'll be like, "Is there football tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Thursday night football."
But
is there football tonight? Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah. No, Hawk.
You're telling me that if you said to Asia 6 months from now, Super Bowl Sunday, hey, by the way, I got us reservations at Prime Italian tonight, she wouldn't say to you, no, the Super Bowl's on tonight.
She would be elate that I can ignore the Super Bowl for her.
Elated, by the way.
Elated.
Sorry. It's not, Hawk, you can't be myopic with this thought. People, just like you brought up the World Cup, there's people that don't give a damn about
every
soccer.
3 people, according to your numbers, one of every 3 people is watching the Super Bowl.
And you're terrible with math, so that's not one of every 3. It's less than
125 million out of 375 million.
350. So that's half. Half of United States is not worried about the Super Bowl.
That's not half. I said one of every 3 people is watching the Super Bowl.
347.
Well, 125 plus 125 is 250. And then you add another 125 to it, you're at 375. One of every 3 people is watching the Super Bowl.
And those other people, they have no concern with what NFL team wins it. And my wife is one of them. She
I don't
does
think a
not
lot
care.
of people are concerned with who wins it. You're conflating the argument. I'm telling you, Asia Crowder, if
Does not
you
care.
said to her 6 months from now, I got reservations 8 p.m. this coming Sunday night for Valentine's Day, she would say, are you crazy? It's the Super Bowl.
We go to the Super Bowl. I shoot the pivot from the Super Bowl year after year. She has no concern with the game and how it plays out.
I'm not worried about the game or how it plays out. I am telling you, people congregate around their televisions on Super Bowl. Yes, they do. It's the biggest television watched event.
You're telling me my wife of 15 years, she cares how she wants to watch whoever's in the Super Bowl. She does not give a damn about that game.
She wants to be in front of the TV on Super
She
Bowl
does
Sunday.
not
Yes.
want to be in front of
Yes,
that.
does.
She doesn't care
100%.
what happens. She does not
100%.
want to watch a pass, not want to watch a tackle, not
She
want to
wants
watch
to be
anything.
watching the game like
No,
the rest
she
of
doesn't.
America.
She
Yes,
doesn't want to
does.
watch Maction. Maction and the
But
Super
I'm
Bowl
not
are the same to her.
comparing. No,
Hawk, they're
no,
the same
no.
to Asia Crowder.
No.
Maction on Tuesday night is the same as the Super Bowl to her. She has no concern for
Is
it.
she there? Go get her. Is she there? She home?
No, she went to take Ava to basketball.
I'm going to show you that I know your wife better than you do.
That would be fighting words if we weren't friends.
But you're going to find out that I know her better than you do.
She has no concern for the Super Bowl.
I believe Crowder. I believe if Crowder made reservations to Prime 112 on Super Bowl Sunday that week, Asia would get in the car with Crowder. They'd drive to Prime 112. They'd sit down, and at one point, she'd look up at the TV and be like, oh, it's the Super Bowl. He'd be like, yeah, but who cares?
What do you think? She's living under a rock that Super Bowl Sunday comes around and she doesn't know it's Super Bowl Sunday?
She would know who's performing at halftime and all that.
That's what I'm talking about. You're hung up on the game. I'm not saying that she's interested in the game. I'm saying she's interested in the event.
She's not.
Yes, she is.
How? I met my wife in 2009. We got married in 2011. You're telling me that you know my wife better than I know my wife.
Correct. She hates that you eat that cotton candy.
You know what? She does hate my candy drawer because it's so loud. Y'all know I eat loud.
Of course. Yeah, well, you heard it at the beginning of this segment. What were you eating at the beginning of this segment?
Dr. Pepper cotton candy.
Hawk, you're off on this one, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, my fiance, Valentina, could literally go the rest of her life without ever watching a Super Bowl, without caring about a Super Bowl.
Incorrect.
Without, I mean, every year it's like a fight with her of why I need to go watch this game and why I need to pay attention to this game and why we're doing something for this game. And she still doesn't get it. 8 years.
She's playing into your machismo fantasies, pretending like you're the man who Asia's not doing that for you, Crowder. But for Valentina, she's playing into Solana's wannabe machismo fantasy where she's like, yeah, she's like, oh, what do you mean you have to go watch football? But in the meantime, she wants to watch the Super Bowl. Trust
she didn't watch a snap of the game last year. I mean, I'm talking about did not watch a snap of the game last year. And when Bad Bunny was on, I went into another room to get her and be like, hey, the halftime show is starting. She came, she sat, she watched the halftime show. And then the second it was over, she walked back into another room with her laptop to continue doing whatever it is she was doing.
Because she was watching with her fantasy lineup.
When the Heat, what game did I go to? Game 5 of Nuggets Heat in the finals years ago?
Game 4.
Game 4. Asia was amazed by like how many, like she was like, oh, it's a bunch of celebrities here. Like she does not care about sports.
No. Yes,
you got to understand okay, Hawk, I'll go with your numbers. There are 1 out of 3 people in this nation that does not give a damn about sports at all.
2 out of 3 people. 2 out of 3 people.
And my wife's one of them.
1 out of every 3 people are watching the Super Bowl, but I would argue 2 out of every 3 are not watching the Super Bowl.
They don't care.
They don't.
I would argue 2 out of 4 people, 3 out of 4 people on this show don't care about sports at all.
I like football.
Agreed.
Jimmy, the bed bug's the only one who does.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. I hope we're doing a good job getting you ready for Dolphins preseason game one.
I'm radio. Football. Football.
How about this weekend? Because it is not the big game. How about a day at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach? They have live racing at Gulfstream Park Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, by the way. And the Monday racing features weekly on-track giveaways, a $500 drawing, new wagers, food and drink specials. On Mondays, you can enjoy $3 in Silk Simulcast Center, $3 cheese pizza slices, $3 soft pretzels, $3 hot dogs, plus enjoy $3 Bud drafts at the Breezeway Bar. You can make reservations in 10 Palms Restaurant and enjoy prime seating and dining while overlooking the track. 10 Palms is open Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays during the summer. Make reservations at GulfstreamPark.com. The next taste at the track is Saturday, August 29th, Taste of Havana. And there will be a full menu of Cuban food and a cocktail menu featuring expertly crafted mojitos and daiquiris and other Cuban-inspired cocktails. Taste at the Track is Saturday, August 29th. Gulfstream Park. Make it a day this weekend or on Monday. Nothing better than a beautiful South Florida summer day, betting on some horse racing and enjoying the great sights and sounds right there at Gulfstream. You can get all the details at GulfstreamPark.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I notice you guys don't listen to me very much.
What's that?
What'd you say again?
This was the best halftime show. What's your level of interest tonight? If I had you rank them 1, 2, 3, you have to rank it 1, 2, 3, most interested to least interested tonight. Is it Malik Willis's performance, Tua Tagovailoa's performance, and Ruben Bain's performance? All three will be in action tonight. Which is the most interesting to you? Rank them 1, 2, 3.
Malik is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You have no interest in Tua, huh? You're rejected on that story.
What do we care about? Why are we cared about Tua? Who gives a damn? He's on another team.
I am fascinated by, does he have a successful second act? I'm interested in Kyler Murray, same thing, but Tua, for me, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that guy. I was a Tua stan. Like, I'd like to see him do well. I'd like to see some sort of vindication come my way so I can blame it on someone like Mike McDaniel.
I like the thought, Hawk, but being a Dolphin and a Bucks fan, as you know, being a former Dolphin and a Bucks fan, Malik is 1 through 10. Ruben Baines dominance, which I think is going to be dominant, is 11 through 15. And Tua he's probably 83rd on what I'm going to look at tonight. I don't care what Tua does. He's not a part of any team I follow.
Do any of those quarterback storylines that we've talked about the last couple of weeks intrigue you this season? Like Kyler Murray, obviously, to me, same kind of situation that Tua was in, right? Like they're getting a chance when it just didn't work out with their original team for whatever reason. Very successful in college, both of them. Very high expectations coming into the league. I'm interested in the Raiders situation. At what point does Kirk Cousins get moved from the starting quarterback to the backup? Like, there's a bunch of, to me, interesting, compelling storylines. Do any of the quarterback storylines have more meaning to you than the others?
The Baker Mayfield, I think, is very interesting.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I just like what's going on and him being unhappy and everything going on there. And the Joe Burrow thing.
Oh, another good one. Because
like Joe Burrow does not have a Super Bowl yet. And you know he's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. And so just seeing, saying different teams, if they get rid of Joe Burrow can go somewhere and be special.
Joe Burrow's a great storyline. I'm in on that one.
Yeah, I'm in on Joe Burrow. I'm in on Baker Mayfield. I'm in on Jaden Daniels because I know him, his mom, I know his family. But the Malik Willis thing being down here, like being a quarterback has been in the league as long as Malik has, and having 6 starts, what are you really going to do? Because there's been 2 teams, Tennessee and Green Bay, that told you you're not good enough to start. And now the Dolphins are telling you you're good enough to start. Like that's a very interesting storyline with Malik Willis.
Which one for you, Solana, tonight? Ruben Bain, Malik Willis, or Tua?
Malik 1, Tua 2, because of the weapons, and he has to perform well in preseason, because if not, if Michael Penix somehow is healthy week 1, they'll go to Penix. I'm not as interested in Ruben Bain in preseason because it's preseason. It's different for pass rushers and defensive linemen. He's going to have a great career. I'm not worried about
Joe
Ruben
Burrow.
Bain.
Speaking of that, did I see Joe Burrow got sacked on his first drop back last night? I think Joe Burrow. I think I saw that. I think Joe Burrow got sacked preseason game 1, first drop back.
Yeah, we got an O-line down here we're building.
The QB storylines you didn't mention, Cleveland, Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders. Like, good luck to Todd Monken.
Oh, that is
trying to figure that out.
Storyline.
Daniel Jones in Indianapolis.
Oh, that's a good one too.
He was as good as anybody last year. Went down with another major injury. Can he bounce back and be an elite quarterback again after we had all written him off before last season? And then the other one that I feel like nobody is talking about is San Francisco and Brock Purdy. Cute little first year in San Francisco. Great job making the Super Bowl.
Never
Yeah,
really.
you're good, but every
He's been
year
injured
since
too,
then,
right?
every year
Yeah.
since then, he's been injured. And the Niners, to me, like this is one of those years where if they don't compete again, you can't just keep saying, well, we were injured, we'll be fine next year.
All right. 4:00 hour is coming up. We've got one more hour to go, and we'll give away those Marilyn Manson Rob Zombie tickets in the 4:00 hour, 4:40 to be exact. And then at 5:00, we will hand things over to Brendan Tobin, Alejandro Solana. They'll be joined by Omar Kelly and Chris Perkins, and they'll give you a little 2-hour preseason episode of Game Day Uncensored. Get you ready for tonight's game. So don't go anywhere. 4:00 hour is coming up.
Everybody wants to celebrate anniversaries, and at Ed Morris, they celebrate by giving us as customers. I am a proud customer, Ed Morris. You know I'm always backed by Morris. My entire driveway is backed by Morris. My friends at Ed Morris, they are celebrating 80 years in business, and that's why my buddy Chris Atkins, the GM, Teddy Morris, the big man up top, and their amazing team they put together over at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, they want to give us deals on wonderful all-electric cars for this commemoration. And I'm telling you, you got to look into the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, and you can get that for just $349 a month, and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. Ed Morris brand has been family-owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of their customers. That's why their tagline is backed by Morris. And I'm telling you, being backed by Morris is something special. You get an app. If your PSI, whatever it is on your tire, they text you. When I have an oil change, they text me. I'm telling you, it is a different experience being backed by Morris. If you've never been backed by Morris, go get backed by Morris. Go out for the 80th year anniversary. See my friends at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year for a purpose. Off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway, visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, you always got to be backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I want Hawk to bathe me.
Football. Hey. Imagine how we'll feel for the real opener, not just preseason.
Oh, I can't wait.
I am giddy with excitement. I am Josh giddy with excitement. Let me give you the stock market report here for the 4 o'clock hour, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Dow Jones down 107 points today. That's 0.2%, not really any movement. S&P 500 down 13 points. And the NASDAQ down 73 points. So it was a positive week on Wall Street. Ended with a down Friday, but not too down. So we will move on with our lives. One more reminder this afternoon. Our sister station, Kiss Country, has Stars and Strings coming this November to Hard Rock Live. And that features Lee Brice, Kane Brown, Brantley Gilbert, Brandon Lake, and Steven Wilson Jr. We've had a chance for you to win tickets all week long. That continues today. The code word today is SINGER, SINGER. Text SINGER to 20357, and you're entered in the contest. Text SINGER to 20357, and you're entered in the contest. If you need more info, go to WQAM.com. It is a text contest, so message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive. We've got Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson tickets at 4:40 this afternoon, so 35 minutes from now. Let us begin this hour with headlines and Alejandro Solana, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
So the Dolphins do face the Commanders coming up in a few hours. The Commanders, Jane Daniels not expected to play today, but kind of surrounding himself in some controversy over the past 24 hours. And he's really been the butt of social media, NFL, college football jokes and memes because of this controversy. So an attorney representing Jaden Daniels informed LSU, where he played football, won a Heisman Trophy award wearing the number 5 at LSU, that LSU can no longer use his name, image, and likeness, according to a letter that they sent him. And basically they're letting LSU know, like, remove anything about Jaden Daniels from your program. You're not allowed to use it anymore, including a copy of the Heisman Trophy Award, which they hold in their possession.
Well, and it's because they've given his number to someone else.
Correct.
It's not just because he's, angry at LSU. He is angry that someone is wearing his number, and he won the Heisman Trophy with that number, and he feels like it should be retired. I saw Ryan Clark write a big post about it because obviously he has ties to LSU.
Yeah, and I think Ryan, I just think it's goofy, like the number thing. Like I don't know why people get attached to this number thing. It's dumb. It's stupid. Like you had the number, you balled in the number. I just think about it when I was 55 at Florida and I got to the Dolphins and Junior said I was 55. And they were like, they brought me into this big meeting, like the trainer and my linebacker coach, like, yeah, Channing, you can't wear 55. I was like, well, what number you got? Like, you're just ball. Just go play ball. I think it's so goofy that people get attached to numbers so much that now they want to disconnect themselves from the colleges. Jaden Daniels is a great kid. I know his mom. I know the whole spectrum of people in this situation. People getting attached to numbers like this is just so dumb to me.
I will tell you, because I thought it was ridiculous as well. Remember Gino Torretta had his number retired by the University of Miami, and then all of a sudden somebody was wearing number 13 again, and Gino was like, what happened? I thought my number got retired. But that was the end of that. Like, it didn't go any further than him saying on our show, hey, what happened? Why is someone wearing number 13? Amber Wilson, who used to host shows here, and now she's on nights on ESPN Radio. She's also an attorney. She tweeted out today, I thought what her take on it was interesting. She tweeted out, Jaden Daniels' cease and desist is not about a jersey number. That's merely a tactic to distract away from LSU allegedly exploiting his name, image, and likeness. She says it's quite simple. This is about protecting athletes, not jerseys, and ensuring schools uphold their end of the bargain. She said, and then she tweeted again, stop making it about the jersey. The disrespect is LSU allegedly attempting to profit off Jaden Daniels' NIL long after the term. That's not petty, that's business.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If that's the case, then I understand it. If he says, hey, you're profiting off my name, image, and likeness, and I'm not getting a dime off it, don't use my name, image, and likeness anymore. I forbid you to use it. That's a different story than, hey, I'm hurt that someone else is wearing number 5.
Yeah, and there's a number of athletes before me, Hawk. 55 at Florida. I saw my rating as a 93 when I was playing in Florida. I knew I could sell my jersey if I wanted to at Florida, but the NIL stuff wasn't around back then. So you were just a little early than you thought you could be, but they're going to do it. You don't think that people at Florida or LSU sell me or Jaden Daniels jersey? And I'm not saying I'm good as Jaden Daniels.
No, but now you should. No, but now you should. If they're selling Crowder 55 jerseys in Gainesville at the stadium, you should get profit from that because NIL does exist. And if you're not, you would have the right, and it would be smart business to call the university and say, stop selling 55 Crowder jerseys unless you're going to give me my share.
Yeah, and that's the part of even the new NIL, where now these players are starting to figure out what they can do, how they can profit. The old players, how can we profit? What can we do? Like this NIL is so brand new, we have to figure it out. But
Jaden Daniels was part of it. Jaden Daniels was part of the NIL era.
I know, and that's the thing is that there is a adjustment to what's going on. So if Jaden doesn't want his number or his name exploited, I understand. And what Amber said, it makes sense that like now I have to profit because y'all, it is a national story about this jersey thing and this number thing.
It seems silly, like because it seems silly from but from what Amber's saying, maybe it's not as silly as it seems because it just seemed like somebody was hurt that they gave away his number. But now it seems like, hey, he's going, wait a second, where's my money from all the merch you're selling with me?
Which is fair, but the reason why people are, I think, made the jump to he's upset about the number is because we never heard anything about this until DJ Pickett, who's the player at LSU, who, by the way, is a good player. Like, he's not just some random bum. He's a good player who was promised number 5. Lane Kiffin allowed him to wear it, showed up to training camp like less than 2 weeks ago wearing the number 5. And then we hear about this story. And another layer to this is that Joe Burrow, the number he wore at LSU, number 9, has not been worn since Joe Burrow won a natty there, won the Heisman, and left. So I think that's why people are just kind of correlating. Well, he saw Joe Burrow's number never get used. His number wasn't getting used. Now he sees his number getting used, and now him and his lawyers are sending this cease and desist to LSU. It has to be about the number.
Could be. I mean, that could be part of it.
Yeah, but like 54, Zach Thomas is not retired, but the Dolphins have decided not to give anybody 54. Is that what Jaden wants LSU to do?
I don't know.
Like I think the number attachment is goofy, but that's just me. But the thought of it, like you're saying, Hawk, where if you're monetizing this controversy, correct, why am I not getting a check from it? I fully understand that.
Yeah.
But can they do that? Can they sell jerseys with Daniels number 5 on the back?
Yes.
If he's not playing there anymore?
I imagine they can sell jerseys with number 5 on the back.
Right.
Say that it's for the new kid. And he and his team are saying, no, you're going to sell a bunch of those jerseys because it was mine and I won a Heisman Trophy. In other words, if I go buy a Hurricanes jersey with the number 13 on it, probably because of Gino Toretta, right? Because he won a Heisman Trophy wearing that number. So maybe Jaden Daniels' team is making the assumption that, hey, they're selling 5 jerseys again. but they're not giving him any cut of it because now there's a number 5 on the team. Maybe that's the layered.
These damn Pouncies messed up 55 Florida jerseys. Because I don't have a leg to stand on if I say I'm the only good 55 that ever played at Florida because the Pouncies were.
Yeah, you got to ask the age of the person buying the jersey.
Man, I'm gonna punch Mike Pouncey right in his mouth next time I see him.
That's not going to go well for you.
He's thin now, though. I might be able to take him.
No.
Yeah.
Pouncey.
I'm kind of on your side. He's a big dude.
There was a viral clip of Crowder talking to a current NFL player who plays in Atlanta from the pivot. And it was Drake. Was it Drake London, Crowder? Do I have that
London,
correct?
yeah.
And you're trying to convince him that he needs to go experience life. He's got to hit the shake spots in Atlanta.
Mhm.
Drake London was like,
He says he doesn't go out at all. He just does not go out at all.
Yeah, that's terrible. Terrible life.
well, maybe that's why you don't like Fernando Mendoza, because Mendoza told The Athletic that he considers the Las Vegas Strip as a boogeyman. A lot of people talk about the Strip like you don't want to go there. It's like when you're a kid, you're trick-or-treating and there's the haunted house. You're not trying to go over there. He's trying to avoid the Strip at all costs.
Yeah, that's why you're not going to be successful.
I mean, Tim Tebow tried to avoid the Strip at all costs. I'm not certain how that really worked.
Yeah, man, you gotta go see life to live life.
Which strip you talking about there, Hawk?
You know which strip I'm talking about, a landing strip.
I always felt funny. I told you about John Beck.
Yeah.
I always felt funny about guys that like thought about going out at night was like this a crazy monster. And I'm like, bro, you're a grown-up now. Like, you can go out and still play ball. And the dudes, name one of those Bible thumping athletes that never do anything that were great.
Tony Dungy was a pretty great coach.
Tony ran the streets.
Tony did not run the streets.
You don't know that.
Tony ran the pews.
John Beck, Tim Tebow, Fernando Mendoza. You got to experience life to know what it's like to go and choke a grown man out.
Yeah, but that would hold more weight coming from you if you weren't eating a bag of cotton candy. I'm having the guy running the streets is not snacking on cotton candy.
Was Lawrence Taylor, was he pretty good?
He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good. If I name a list of street runners and name a list of Bible thumpers, my street runner list is going to be a lot longer.
But I think you're going to end up on the Bible thumper list because of your cotton candy.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Who buys
if they had that in the prison commissary, no one's buying it but you. And the moment you buy it, everyone's now bidding on you.
I might have put it in a Ziploc bag just to run away from Big Butch.
All right, anything else in the headline, Solana?
You brought up Tim Tebow. He turns 39 years old today. Tim Tebow.
Happy birthday.
Your weather in South Florida. The Marlins, who play tonight, by the way, 6:10 p.m. in Cincinnati. You can listen to the game on AM 560 because we got the Dolphins and the Commanders coming up later today at 7. Of course, listen to Game Day Uncensored starting after this show at 5 p.m., taking you right up until kickoff. And Inter Miami does play a big game mañana, 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. in Nashville, a battle for the top of the Eastern Conference. Your weather in South Florida right now, hot as hell, 94 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the 80s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Beat the storm. Schedule a free roof and window estimate today. Call 954-968-8155.
Everyone's invited to the party on the Hard Rock Bet app. Sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Bet $5 on anything. And if it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet and an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. You've been waiting all summer for football. It is finally here. And you don't have to wait for regular season week 1. You can get in on the action tonight, this weekend, all preseason long. Bet winners, point spreads, over-unders, and more on Hard Rock Bet. Football is back, baby. Baseball's heating up as well this summer. Hard Rock Bet has the hottest betting odds in Florida, introducing the 10-cent summer sale. Whether you call it VIG or Juice or Fee, they're cutting their cut on winners, spreads, and over-under pregame baseball bets. So it's the same bets, just better odds. Swing for the fence all August long with the 10-cent summer sale only on Hard Rock Bet. Valid for money line, spread, and over-under pregame markets with odds between minus 250 and plus 250 only. The 3:30 fights go down this Saturday. Tomorrow, you can step into the cage all night long on Hard Rock Bet, whether you're betting underdogs or just betting on knockouts. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal way to bet MMA. It all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Sarabatudo.
Yeah, DJ Bedbug. DJ Bedbug is killing it this week.
Bedbug.
Bedbug on the ones and twos. So before we get back into it here, let me remind everybody in Miami, we don't drink coffee. We drink cafecito, and our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. You could take advantage of a Pricito right now on all your favorite new Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Do not wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen this weekend. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money, because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit them at the dealership this weekend in Doral, or you could start shopping online for your Pricito right now at DoralVW.com. We have the Marilyn Manson Rob Zombie tickets coming up at 4:40 this afternoon, just 13 minutes from now. You will have Game Day Uncensored with Brendan Tobin and Alejandro Solana, joined by Chris Perkins and Omar Kelly at 5 p.m. tonight. And all of a sudden, you'll be able to sit back and watch a little football action tonight on CBS 4, by the way. Their broadcast starts at 6:30. Mike Cunio, Kim Bocamper, John Congemi will get you ready for another Dolphins season as the action begins from Washington tonight. So I was reading something on CBS Sports. They had a list of 8 teams that need August reps the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
Certain teams, you don't really need any preseason reps for anybody. You know,
Yeah.
I would imagine Kansas City, New England, do you think?
No, if you go to the Super Bowl, or even if you're in the AFC Championship game, what is it? Denver, New England, those top teams, there's 20 guys that don't need to wrestle anybody right now.
So CBS Sports did a list, 8 teams that need it the most. The Dolphins were the number 1 team on the list. And this is what they write. New quarterback. The Miami Dolphins don't have a quarterback battle, but they do have a new signal caller. Malik Willis flashed starting potential in limited action with the Packers over the last 2 years, but it was a pretty small sample size. However, he proved that he could run Matt LaFleur's system. Now Willis is learning a new Bobby Slowick system and does not have the kind of weaponry he benefited from in Green Bay. These preseason reps are essential.
They don't have a quarterback battle, Hawk, but they have a quarterback issue.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to figure out.
He does have a quarterback battle with himself. He's got to prove that he belongs out there.
Yeah, and it's the thing. Tennessee, Green Bay, like I'm not poo-pooing on Malik Willis at all. I've seen the throws. Solana brought up the video we all saw when he came. But those throws weren't 47-yard dimes. Those were check downs and crossers. I need to see if he can be the guy that could lead a team deep into the playoffs, and that's what we're looking for. Game managers are okay, but you got to go get it. That's why I want to see Malik Willis a lot more than 10 plays tonight.
Agreed, Solana, that yes, he needs the August reps.
Yes, agreed. I don't think it's as much to do with proving the fans and like downplaying narratives going into the season. I just think he needs the reps because there's so much unknown about this team.
Yeah, I mean, brand new offense for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. When I said that, Solana, I wasn't talking about Hafley needs to prove anything to us 3. I'm just saying Hafley needs to know what he has. Yeah. And Hafley's seen him running the scout team in Green Bay, but it's way different running the scout team and now leading NFL offense.
Yeah.
This is what they write on CBS Sports. Why the Dolphins need August reps. The wide receiver battle. Speaking of weaponry, who will be Malik Willis's prime receivers with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle gone? That remains to be seen. Malik Washington is the returning leader, but Miami also brought in Jalen Tolbert and Tutu Atwell in free agency. Then there are the rookies. In the 3rd round, we know they drafted Caleb Douglas and then Chris Bell out of Louisville, who's coming off the torn ACL. 2 rounds later, Miami landed Kevin Coleman Jr. out of Missouri, who was a productive slot weapon. So which one of these players is going to stand out the most?
All I've heard about was Caleb Douglas, glowing reports of Caleb Douglas. It would be great if you could find your number one in the young receiver.
I mean, we have heard about him for 2 weeks
Yep.
straight. Will we
I haven't
see it
watched him.
tonight is the question.
I want to see 7 targets. Let me see what we got. I'm not saying, to Solana's point, I know I said it. Like, don't show out for me. Show me what we have. And if you think Caleb Douglas can be a 1, give him 7 ops and see what he does with those.
I put it this way. If we were able to bet props in this game tonight, we'd all be betting over receptions for Caleb Douglas.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, no joke. I checked this morning. I said, I'll bet whatever, 3.5 over 4.5 would have been the line, somewhere around there. I would have taken the over no matter what the odds were.
Do we have any word from any of the Dolphins beat reporters if Devon Achane is going to get any snaps tonight? Like, do we know, like, officially anything?
I'll double check right now just to see if there's been any update, but I haven't seen any official word on Devon Achane or really anybody. To
Yeah,
be
I'm looking
100% honest.
I'm looking at like David Furonis tweets right now from the Sun Sentinel. There's like I don't know if Achane is going to be active. Yeah, I'm curious.
Well, another funny troll regarding the Jaden Daniels thing we were talking about. The Dolphins' social post today to preview the game had Jalen Wright, who wears number 5, which obviously is, a little troll to Jaden Daniels. But I don't think they're promoting Jalen Wright in a game like tonight if Devon Achane was going to suit up.
Do y'all know? Have y'all seen the dumpling squishies? Those little squishy things that they have that they're like
that one of your snacks.
No. It's like a toy. My kids love them. They're called squishies and they're called dumplings. They're like little gel-filled plastic pieces.
Oh, Beanie Babies.
Well, let's go Beanie Baby. I can make the point with Beanie Baby, Hawk. I want
why
Devon Achane.
Why do I get such great enjoyment out of that?
I don't know.
Why I was thinking that in the 3 o'clock hour when I was telling him what his wife likes and that I know better than he. I'm like, why do I get such a kick out of telling someone that something's untrue when they're the only ones who would know?
Because you're a word I can't say on radio.
So go ahead. You were telling the story about the Furbies.
I want Devon Achane to lay in a tub of Furbies and Beanie Babies until game 1 against the Raiders. Do not play Devon Achane at any moment in this preseason.
All right. So treat him like a Cabbage Patch Kid is what you're saying.
The little snotty one. I like the snotty Cabbage Patch Kid.
And then they write on CBS a chance to look at the secondary. The Dolphins secondary has some question marks. That is an understatement. The Dolphins secondary has some question marks and appears to be, they get to it, and appears to be one of the worst in the NFL on paper. So they're on board. They understand what's going on. To make matters worse, several players on the back end are banged up right now as well. New general manager John Eric Sullivan spent the number 27 overall pick on former San Diego State corner Chris Johnson, who figures to start immediately. He was named the 2025 Mountain West Co-Defensive Player of the Year after allowing the lowest passer rating in the FBS last season. That cornerback room also includes Jason Marshall Jr., Darrell Baker Jr., Storm Duck, Marco Wilson, and Juju Brents. Believe it or not, Marshall and Wilson are the only ones healthy right now. And at safety, Dante Trader Jr., Zane Anderson, Lonnie Johnson Jr., and Lewis Moore are competing for spots. And they write, also keep an eye on 5th-round pick Michael Taft out of Texas. This was a first-team all-SEC player who could surprise some people despite his size. A lot to be sorted out in Miami's secondary.
Marshall from Florida, Taft from Texas could surprise people. The entire, I wouldn't say the entire, 90% of the Dolphin roster could surprise people. And that's what you do when you're $150 million in dead cap. We know what we're
that's
dealing with.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to surprise people.
Let's see what Chris Johnson has. Let's see what Tabb has. Let's see what Marshall has. Let's see what everybody has. Let's see what Caleb Proctor has. Let's see what Patrick Paul can do when he's starting for a second year. It's all question marks right now, but that's what we're dealing with. And if it all works out, we'll win 6 games.
If it all works out perfectly, we might go 6-11. Although reading that now and then just talking about it, that kind of plays well for the over 19.5 in the first half. Now that I'm thinking about it, because Marcus Mariota, he is a decent quarterback. Like, he's had success in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's not even playing the Dolphins ones in their secondary, and their ones aren't very good. So you'd think, like we say, Malik Willis got to put up a touchdown at least in his drive or two. I would imagine Marcus Mariota is going to have no problem going down the field, right?
Got to give him. So, Hawk, we sitting on 14 right then, Hawk.
You don't think so, Solana? You don't think Marcus Mariota could take care of the 2s and 3s and 4s for the Dolphins secondary?
Yes, in theory, you would think, because I think Marcus Mariota is probably one of the better backup quarterbacks in the NFL. And in theory, I want to agree with you. But I remember the Dolphins playing the Commanders in the Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid last year. Marcus Mariota under center. And that was maybe one of the worst football games I have ever seen in my entire life. And in fact, Marcus Mariota had a chance to win that game in overtime and blew it. He looked awful. He looked absolutely awful.
But he should thrive against the competition who he's playing against tonight. That's my greater point. I'm not telling you Marcus Mariota is an elite level NFL quarterback, but I think against who he's going to be playing against tonight, he should be able to put up some number, at least get into the end zone.
Yeah,
hit him
maybe,
for 10.
Yeah.
He hit him for 10. Malik hit him for 10. We had 20.
It wasn't much better last year who he was playing in week 14 or whatever. He was going up against Ife Melifonwu and Zeke Biggers and Ashton Davis. Like, it wasn't much better competition.
We'd give anything to have those guys back.
Solana, you got a little Eddie Munster bang going right now.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that you're not going to be happy with the video of that if you wanted to use that segment as a clip, because your hair fell down there for a second. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Just let it ride. Screw it.
All right. He's giving a shout out to Whitty. Giving a shout out to Whitty in
Whitty's peak. Whitty's peak.
In the 2 o'clock hour. All right, let me give away these concert tickets, and then Crowder will tell you all about Allied Doors, and then we'll come back and we'll do one more segment. Get you ready for Game Day Uncensored with Tobin and Solana. But let's give away these concert tickets. Final pair this week. You've got Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson coming to I Think Financial Amphitheater August 20th. That's in West Palm Beach. What caller number do you want to take for our final pair this week?
Oh, what numbers does Malik Willis wear?
I have no idea.
2, right? Is it 2?
I asked the question.
Is it 2?
Is it 2?
No idea. Honestly, no idea.
Let's go 13 for Dan Marino.
I was going to say
2.
5 for Jaden Daniels.
Well, no, don't you dare, because he's going to sue. He's going to send a cease and desist over here.
Yeah, Malik Willis is wearing number 2. So you want to take
2.
number 2 then?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm excited. If Malik can ball, we got something going.
We could take caller number 19.5 for the over that we need. No, we'll take caller number 2. Caller 2 gets the Rob Zombie Marilyn Manson tickets. 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller number 2 gets the concert tickets. We've got one more segment before we hand things off to Game Day Uncensored, so do not go anywhere.
If your garage doors are damaged, not ready, outdated, not hurricane ready, don't wait. Call Allied Doors today. You got to have your garage doors right now. I'm telling you, if I'm calling you out, or you know the neighbor I'm talking about, don't be that person in the neighborhood that has a beautiful home, great family. You wave at people. Everybody loves you. Walk the dog around the neighborhood, but your garage doors are terrible. Don't be that family. Call Allied Doors today. The beautiful home with the Terrace Garage doors. Everybody sees it. You got to call Allied Doors. Service South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. They have a huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, and custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And the LiftMaster openers, man, I thought every garage door took a minute to open and made all that noise when I was a kid. And then I got with Allied Doors. We use them on my personal home. We use them. My wife has investment properties. She uses Allied Doors. They are quiet, they are efficient, and built to perform. You got to call Allied Doors today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and we're going to give you $300 off protecting and upgrading your home right now with Allied Doors. You can't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Have you enjoyed today's show from whatever you've heard?
No.
Wow, that song signifies it's our final segment of the week. Caught me off guard at 4:47 in the afternoon, but Game Day Uncensored is coming up at 5 o'clock, and so we do have to do our farewells this segment. Game Day Uncensored is coming up at 5 with Tobin and Solana, Omar Kelly, and Chris Perkins as well. Someone had put on the chat earlier in the show, no Lee Sterling today. Lee Sterling is in Scotland traveling with his wife, so you can still get his winners at ParamountSports.com. But speaking of gambling, just as a little note as we wrap things up for the afternoon, there was a article I read on Sports Grid talking about how the Dolphins, while they aren't necessarily going to win a lot of games this season, Sports Grid, which is really gambling based, was saying that they're probably going to be a good team to bet this season because people are expecting them to be so putrid that the lines are going to be skewed, right? You're looking at, are we all in agreement the two worst teams are Arizona and Miami? I guess the Jets could be in that argument.
Right.
Yeah, it's the bottom feeders.
So they're going to have big lines, I would guess. I got to look at the schedule. They're probably going to be favored in what, one game? When they host the Jets?
And Hafley's a defensive guy. He's not going to just let people run the score up on him. I like that, Hawk. I like fading them with the point spread.
Like taking points with the Dolphins. I'm going to have a tough time taking points with them at the beginning of the season just because I'm not really a believer in what they've got. But are they going to be favored in more than one game? I mean, you never know what's going to happen at the end of the season. I'm just saying pre-season starting lines for every game. You would imagine preseason they are favored in one game. That would be the game that they host the Jets, right?
Yes, because their other home games, they'll never be favored on the road. Their other home games are the Chiefs, week 3, the Bengals, week 5, the Patriots, week 8, the Lions, week 9, that Jets game at home, week 12. And then they have the Bears, week 14, the Chargers, week 16, and then the Bills, week 17. I can't imagine, barring, Josh Allen goes down, Herbert goes down.
Or like Crowder said several times where somebody's not playing for anything at the end of the season or whatever. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to be favored in many games. If any, just the one against the Jets.
But if there's a double-digit dog, I would bet double-digit dogs. Like
that's kind of what Sports Grid is saying. Like they're good. I wonder what Rob Pizzola, he'll start joining us again during the regular season. I wonder what he'll suggest as well because he loves getting points, and I imagine he's probably going to be of the same thought, which is it's just skewed more than it should be. Because everyone at the beginning of the season looks at a few teams that these teams are garbage. And so the line gets skewed for that. All right, let me tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic before we get out of here for the weekend and hand things off to Tobin and Solana. I am a huge believer in Atlantic Men's Clinic. As I've gotten older, I wasn't really feeling like myself. I would get tired more easily. And it's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. And guys, low testosterone is something men younger and younger are experiencing. So if your game isn't quite what it used to be, you've got less energy and less drive, you don't feel like yourself, you really do deserve to feel your best. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you lose the weight you want to lose and have more energy and improve your sleep and increase your sex drive and so much more. They have successfully treated many men for low T. You will notice the difference too. So if you think you might be low T, you can go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com and take the low T quiz they have right there on the website. Takes a couple of minutes. And then schedule a consult if you want When you go there, they do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options, and then you make a decision together with their medical team. And again, if you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts improve, your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So don't ignore the signs. Call them today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details. That is going to do it for us on this Football Friday. Everybody have a great and safe weekend. Go Dolphins, go Marlins, go Inter Miami. We will speak with you el lunes.
Commanders think they tough.
Baseball coverage on